There's a disorder that affects 50% of the dogs in the United States. Do you know what it is? Take a look at this video and see if you can figure it out. What did you see? Fear? Maybe you said generalized fear or environmental phobias. Well, maybe, but this dog's signs are actually most consistent with noise phobia. The signs of noise phobia can be so vague and generalized that most pet parents may not even know that their dog has it. It can start as something simple, like you're on a walk with your dog and there's a loud truck backfiring and your dog looks a little startled, but maybe isn't panicked. Over time, that little panic can turn into big panic to the point where dogs will refuse to walk outside. Matter of fact, sometimes dogs are presented to me for house training accidents when in fact, they're just scared to walk outside. Sometimes it just takes one incident. I have lots of patients that become afraid after one time of experiencing fireworks while being on a walk. Sometimes those dogs won't ever take a walk in their neighborhood again. The truth is that there's lots of things you can do to help your dog to get through noise phobia. Number one, don't make your dog experience it. That's right. If your dog is afraid to walk outside or afraid to go to fireworks, don't make your dog experience those things. By doing that, you're going to push a process called generalization. That is actually a neurochemical process in the brain that helps your dog gather all the things in the environment, what he sees, what he smells, what he hears, and put them together in his memory banks and pair them with the feeling of being scared. You will push this disorder farther, faster, if you take your dog to the places and expose him to the things that scare him. Number two, when you see something, say something. Talk to your veterinarian immediately, because what we know about noise phobia is dogs don't grow out of it, they grow into it. That's right, they get worse with time. Number three, make sure your dog has a safe place in your home. A lot of noise phobic dogs are afraid to be away from their people, and that could be an additional challenge. You may need a really good, certified, positive reinforcement dog trainer to help you teach your dog to appreciate a safe space, but having a safe space, or a sanctuary space as we call them, is essential. Number four, talk to your veterinarian about medications or supplements that will help. This is not a disorder where you're going to tough it out. Remember, your dog is going to get worse with time in almost all cases. So your veterinarian can prescribe short-term or long-term medications or supplements to help your dog cope so that you can start to expose him again. Number five, use positive reinforcement training, but don't necessarily get stuck on desensitization and counter conditioning. That's right. Look, desensitization and counter conditioning is amazing, but it's super hard to do and it's very easy to mess up. So what I'd rather you focus on is getting with a qualified, certified positive reinforcement trainer and working on something called counter conditioning. It's just pairing something negative, that is anything in the environment that your dog has paired with that scary sound, with something positive. Play, or some dogs like to be brushed, or food, or any of the things that your dog enjoys. That's something simple you can do that will help right now. And you can do those bigger things like desensitization and counter conditioning later. Follow my top 5 tips and your dog can and will get better.